The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Pit Life BBQ podcast. Join us around the pit as we talk all things barbecue. Now here is your host, Johnnie Mags.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pit Life BBQ podcast, coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. Oh. We are in full Christmas swing, folks.
2 weeks
Today's
out.
the 13th, 2 weeks to... Is it? Well, technically the rest of this week and then next week. And give or take. Anyway, 11 shoplifting days left for Christmas, folks. So get that rolling, snatch and grab, especially out in California, because they don't do shit to you anymore. You can steal $900 worth of stuff and they'll let you walk out the door.
Nice.
They won't charge you.
Everybody's afraid to
Police
stop
won't
somebody.
touch you. You can't. So California's looking pretty good. Yeah. For us degenerates, anyway.
There you go.
Anywho, let's get down to it. Today's show brought to you by Uncle Steve's Shake.
Man, you ever wonder? Geez, about four of these. I know. My tongue swolled up or something.
The worst part is we started these next week.
I know. It's like some Back to the Future stuff. I can't keep track. Listen, you ever wonder why your neighbor has a barbecue, big line down, and nobody's coming to yours? Because your neighbor's using Uncle Steve's Shake. Yep. You know it. Listen, 12 flavors, including the Gator Shake, including the world's most fabulous dessert shake.
Yep.
Not even talking about, Chrissy, right? Our new favorite.
Oh, sauce with no name.
The sauce with no name. Chrissy's drinking it out of a straw.
I mixed it with my cocktail already.
Right? Wonder how that would have tasted. I don't know if that would have. But listen, we love the guy. Hand-mixed flavors. The quality control is fantastic. Great guy. Does tons of stuff for his community. All of that, put it aside because it is some phenomenal seasonings. It's got a lot of Christmas specials, so if you haven't jumped on it, make sure you still do. You still got a little bit of time. If you miss that window, though, listen, it doesn't have to be for Christmas. Give a gift box on New Year's, right?
That's
or
right.
Arbor Day or Tree Day, or there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. www.unclesteveshake.com. Order you some, and make sure you also go on Facebook to Uncle Steve Shake Nation. Yeah. Post those cooks. Post what you're doing. Uncle Steve appreciates it. We love the guy. Chrissy, what are we going to do with it?
We're going to shake some on everything.
Everything.
Ooh, nice.
Wow, saucy.
Nice.
Because I was thinking, for Christmas, that's all. I'm just going to dress in a red bow and shake on myself. Merry Christmas to my boyfriend.
Boom, boom.
Hey!
There you go. Hey, that works.
You're welcome for that.
That'll be on next week's show.
My apologies.
That'll be on the Pit Life BBQ Only's fan.
Yeah.
Also brought to you by twoguyscigars.com and Two Guys Smoke Shop. Thanks to my friends at twoguyscigars.com. I get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. I fucked that one up.
It's fine. We're so many cocktails in at this point. We're 4 minutes in, and we already completely derailed. So.
Whether we're barbecuing or not, we always keep the smoke rolling. Thanks to my friends at twoguyscigars.com. Thanks to my friends at twoguyscigars.com. Get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit twoguyscigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2, guyscigars.com. Also brought to you by Backline Fabrication and Backline Smokers. Ryan Newland is building the wildest pits coming out of Texas today. From your regular backyard grill to a 1,000-gallon trailer smoker to the Frankenstein multi-tool. If you can think it, Ryan can build it. The efficiency of my pit that Ryan built me this year, it's wild. It's wild. It is cold as balls out here right now, and nothing changes.
No.
Nothing changes. It holds the heat, runs efficient. It's unbelievable. have a conversation with you, understand your personality, what you want and what you don't want on your pit. Then he'll add things that you didn't even think you wanted or needed. He'll add them to it. Check him out at Backline Fab on all social medias. Backline Fabrication, build what you want, not what you need. Also brought to you by Magnus Chef Gloves. Brother Alan Fonte, Miami-Dade firefighter, knows a little something about fire management. So he has done a couple sets of gloves that just work in protection. You're fine. That's right. Web Fit right there. Scissoring. Made of food-grade silicone, patented magnetic clips for an easy on and off. Heat rated up to 500 degrees.
7,000.
Web Fit for firm grip, one size fits all, and dishwasher safe. Now, if you don't like the Web Fit and more traditional 5-fingered glove, he has the Freedom gloves. 5 fingers, still with everything from before. The magnetic clips, easy on and off. But these heat rated 932 degrees. Check them out at magnuschef.com. That's MAGNECHEF.com. Place your order. At checkout, use code ROYAL21 for 15% off your order. That's ROYAL21 for 15% off. Magnus Chef Gloves, Master the Fire, Freedom Gloves, take a stand, free your hands. Also brought to you by CustomCuttingBoardsRS.com. Ian Hemming is building the Yetis of cutting boards. These boards take a beating. I have put mine through absolute hell, and they hold up every time. From the dishwasher board, your standard countertop board, to the massive 18 by 36 brisket board, to the pizza board for that perfect slice every time. These boards, he's thought of everything. The protective rubber stoppers on the bottom. Stoppers is the word? I don't know.
Stoppers.
Little circles, rubber feet on the bottom. Exactly. So even on a wet surface, these boards will not slide on you.
No.
Check them out at CustomCuttingBoardsRS.com. That's the letter R, us.com. So today, visited by my brother, catch up, talk about what he's got going on. We'll hit on a couple quick last-minute holiday gifts for the barbecue addict in your life.
It's that time.
So let's bring him on from sunny California. Look
at that guy. Look at him.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Soak him in.
From Cooking with CJ and CJ's Q, ladies and gentlemen, CJ Volkman. Yeah. What's up, brother?
Boys, how y'all doing?
The guy just keeps on getting better looking every year after year. I don't know what's happening in there.
That is a pretty face right there.
It's that clean California living. Take that for what it's worth.
So what's happening, brother?
You know, guys, I'm just excited to be on. Like when you call me, you know I'm there. My only goal in life for the rest of my life is to get in that studio with you guys, drink that neon green drink that Mac put together, and life is good. The only thing I'm missing is I set this up outside so I can have a cigar with you, Mags.
I don't even have a cigar.
What a waste.
Hey, everybody at this point knows what the hell we really got going on.
I mean, do you want one?
No, we're good.
I can make it happen.
Of course, I probably have some.
I know some people.
There's only about 1 million cigars about 10 feet below me right now.
They may be downstairs.
There's a way to get one.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
So other than that, man, everything's going well. Glad to be on.
Beautiful. So I haven't talked to you in a bit. Well, I've talked to you, all the time. But, as far as the show goes, everything's going well. With everything you're going, the YouTube is climbing. Shit.
What I say, CJ, you're in charge.
In the fucking corner on this.
We've been drinking cocktails.
At this point, or at this juncture, I would like to think you've hit the 100,000 mark. At this, because we all know we are recording this for the December episode, so we are currently today on Veterans Day recording. So as of this date, I hope you've hit that 100,000. I think you're about 500 away.
No, I'm about 5,000 away.
Oh, well.
About
it's just 10.
195. No. 95,500.
Yeah, so you need 4,500 to get to 100,000. We're doing simple math here, Max. I know we skipped
he's
that.
He's been drinking rocket fuel since next week.
To drink that rocket fuel.
That's right.
But you know what, Mags?
I'll come back.
I think we'll be pretty damn close by the time this airs. And we are going to actually, we're scheduling a party for December 30th. Not the 31st, because I don't want to take people away from their New Year's Eve celebrations. But we're going to do an all-day live stream to either celebrate getting there.
Ooh,
nice.
Or do a push to get there.
All-day live stream?
So I need to get you guys on.
I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation that week.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
I take that also. I'll be around all day long. Are we starting East Coast time or are we starting West Coast time? How wild we want to get
Well,
with
if it's
this?
all day.
If it's all day, I mean, you can't.
I can actually make that one.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's right, baby.
Well, we'll start at.
We're seeing where that's getting me
my
right
time.
now.
Will the jug be involved? Will a 5-gallon bucket be broken out?
You know what? I think I will put out the jug. The Dogfather's barbecue. I have all the fixings. I have the jug. We can set this up. So we'll start at 5 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. your time, 8:45 your time. Call it quits. We're face down in the pool.
Nice.
I'm all right with that.
Nice.
I'm all right with that. So, brother, obviously, we all know you do a lot of work and are teamed up with Ninja Foodie.
Yeah.
So it came out a couple months ago, I'd say. Tell us more about this the Ninja Foodie wood fire. So it's a countertop smoker, I believe runs on pellets, and as far as I'm concerned, there's a tool for every job, but this one intrigues me, from watching the videos you've done, watching the videos Maddie and Kiki have done, this thing's freaking wild.
Right. So here's the deal on that thing. It's a Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Grill. All right. Of course, they sent it to me because I'm their Ninja guy, their Ninja grill guy. This thing, it doesn't run on pellets. It's an electrical grill. It's an electric grill.
Okay.
But it has a spot for pellets that gets fired up by heating element. So you're getting that wood smoke flavor that you normally get through a pellet, right? But you only use half a cup of pellets to do a whole cook.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's simple as can be. So this it's not necessarily a pit, but we'll call it that for lack of a better way of putting it. This cooker is perfect for the people who want to get into smoking meats, right? Who want to get into having wood fire flavor and their stuff. And it's not, you're not changing the world. You're not putting it up against your back line, right? But for people that live in apartments, for people that, have balconies, they can't have, real grills out there, tailgating, whatever, camping, as long as you got electrical hookup, which most everybody does, even when they're camping, you got some smoke flavor in there, and you don't have to, like in California, if we go camping, we can't set fires right now because, the whole freaking state will catch fire, right? So this is perfect for those people that, they still want to grill, they still want wood flavor, and that. So again, there's a niche for everything. And if you look in my backyard to my, my left over here, I have pits for days, but I also keep that out here too. It's just part of the repertoire now, and I love making videos on it too.
Cool. Yeah, they're cool because I got which one did I got the pressure cooker, the 14-in-1, which I won off of somebody's channel. I forget who it was.
I heard it was rigged.
That's right.
Hashtag deal with it.
Yeah.
But that's wild. Now that was the first time I've ever, really used an air fryer thing. But like I said, that one has so many different. You can bake in it. You can broil. You can air fry.
You can do 14 different things, I think.
14 different things. Yeah.
You can make yogurt in it if you want to, Mac.
Yeah,
just throwing it out.
You eat a lot of yogurt?
Max
I like
seem
yogurt.
yogurt.
I like yogurt.
Yeah.
Granted, I do fill it up with chocolate chips, and Snickers bars, and everything else to make it taste good.
So, CJ, what have you cooked in this thing so far? I keep on hearing that you can do a big old turkey in it. What have you done in it?
I have seriously treated it like any other pit out here, and have cooked every protein you could probably cook in it. Right. I did a brisket in it, pulled pork. I air fried some wings that you can air fry and smoke at the same time.
Wow.
So we've all done some smoked wings and then like fried it on the stove or whatever, or in a fryer. You do the same stuff. You still get the crisp, you still get the smoke, you still get all that stuff. I did a 9-pound turkey in there, full turkey. Right, I had to spatchcock it, but that's how I enjoy my turkey anyway. Right, a 10-pound brisket. I know you're talking about Maddie and Kiki. They have the same cooker too. They put a 25-pound turkey in there. Of course, they had to cut it up and kind of Tetris it a bit, but it fit the whole damn bird.
Fit it in there.
And it's one of those things where it's such a condensed space that the cooking takes half the time.
Yep.
So I did that brisket in less than 2 hours.
Wow.
And it was tender. It was juicy. All that. The only thing you miss with this deal is smoke ring, which, you guys, you can take it or leave it. It don't make a difference.
Hell yeah. Like I said, it was wild, and they keep coming up with new ones. But this one, when it came out, I'm like, oh, my God. Because
I don't think that's the last we're going to hear from Ninja being outdoors either.
Oh, no. Now they got the foot in the door. Now they'll, send the engineers out going, let's go.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see what they have down the pipeline. But like I was saying, and you had made the great point of, if you're in an apartment or in a complex, and this happened, not necessarily California, but it's all around the country and all around the world, probably for that matter. You're restricted to what you can and can't have. You can't have a live fire device of any sort on a balcony, apartment building, things like this. So you have something like this to give you that flavor and give you that. And with this new wood fire, it took the Ninja game to a whole different level.
Yeah, it's true.
I know what I'm asking for Christmas. I'm in that situation. I'm in an apartment, and you can't have live fire. I mean, don't tell them, but I do. But if I don't want to get in trouble, it looks like I'm going to have to go out and buy me one of these. This thing looks incredible.
Oh,
I tell you what, it really does take the intimidation factor out of barbecue and smoking.
Nice. Now, how long have you had it? Because when did it actually come out?
I believe it dropped somewhere around August, the beginning of August. But, obviously they send it out a lot before, for me a lot long before. And I had a chance to, just like any new item that I get shipped, I learn it, mess with it, put it through its paces. And then I'll actually shoot a handful of videos. So when the time comes where they drop it, I put it out so I can, I want to be ranked. I want the views, right? So I make sure that I put out all the good videos as soon as I can. And I try to start with the stuff that I think people are going to look for, right? Your pulled pork, the brisket, some reverse seared steaks, whatever. I try to find the shit you cuss on that. I try to find the stuff that people are, searching.
Cussing, no goddamn fucking respect for this show. I
what a dick.
It's like I've never been on the show before.
He says the F word one more time. I'm bouncing him right the fuck out of here.
Right? Motherfucker.
God damn it. Shit.
Well, no, that sounds great. I got we have a condo in Arizona, in Scottsdale, that same thing, right? We can't have any live fire out there when we rent it out half of the time, and I got a shitty little electric grill. But I think that's the thing. Because I haven't, even when we go there, I don't use that little electric grill.
Yeah.
It's just, But that I could have some fun with.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not blowing the doors off your other smokers,
right?
But it'll scratch the itch that you need, when you're out there, right? So,
no doubt.
And I dig it. You get tons of smoke flavor. It's to me, it's just interesting that someone out there has the foresight, the thought, and I know Ninja's not the only one on the market, but to actually condense something, make it so it's easy, and get it out to the people.
Oh, for sure. So folks, check that out if that interests you. Like I said, it's another tool. It's another vessel you can use. Obviously the weather, everywhere. Yes, there are people who do not barbecue all year long.
Who are these people?
There's a few. But that's all right. They still barbecue. But, we're out there in the snowstorms and zero. Some people don't. Or, for the fact of the matter, for Mrs. Maggs, she doesn't know how to run the pit.
Right.
Doesn't know how to run the kettles. She can figure out this, and she could do something during the day if she wanted.
Yeah. Dutch, he could probably do
Dutch
this.
could probably. Yeah. Even Dutch could do it.
I don't know. That's asking the guy.
Speaking of Dutch, it would only be appropriate, because I know he's in the chat. Hey, Dutch.
Hey,
shit!
What's going on over there?
Drunk.
Yeah.
Drunk pen flipper.
Yeah, you're screwed on that one, man.
Pen flip.
He's had four Grinches, so yeah.
There it goes again.
I tried.
Real quick, Mags, CMac, what is the Grinch?
So I'm glad that you asked. So
I don't fucking remember.
Right? It's something green. No,
it's time for Cocktails with CMac.
Why not?
It's been a long day slaving over the grill, or you're just looking to kick back with some friends around the pit. CMac has got you covered. So sit back, relax, and join us for another episode of Cocktails with CMac.
You
I got to get it in as much as we can.
You can't run that enough, as far as I'm concerned. So CJ, as you probably know, when I co-host, we do a little special segment, Cocktails with CMac, and this is our holiday. So the Grinch is got Midori, it's got white rum, and lemon lime soda. That's it. Oh. And of course, you got to have the cherry in there, right, to get that.
The red pot.
Yeah, it looks like the Grinch's heart, but it's pretty tasty.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's very light.
Equal parts?
Equal parts?
No. So let's see. It was about an ounce and a half of Midori to an ounce of rum. Now, I may have gotten that mixed up, and I may have gotten more rum than Midori, but that's just me. And then actually a pretty significant. Then you just top it off with the lemon lime soda.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody knows me, he knows that if it's colorful and tasty, it's right up my alley.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be able to make
it's a good holiday drink.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I had the pinky out.
Yes.
You know what that really does need though? And you got to think about garnish sometimes because you drink and eat with your eyes.
Yes.
Little mistletoe.
Ooh.
A little mistletoe hanging off the side of that.
Hold on, I have some right here on my belt.
It's weird that you have that and why you have such a big smile on your face.
A mistletoe belt, son? You got to do the math on this? Do I need to spell this one out for you?
No.
I'll send you one and you can chase Melissa around.
It is.
You'll thank me
There
later.
we go.
I do it every day. Somewhere in the world.
I think I do too. I think that's why Claudia feeds me so much, so I keep getting slower.
Go.
So, boys, it is the holiday season.
Yes.
So, CJ, what are some of the traditions you guys do during the Christmas season?
Well, we do Christmas Eve. Like, we're big Christmas Eve because, we're a blended family. So that's what's worked for us over the years. And I usually do a pretty big spread. I usually got 2 or 3 of the cookers going out here. And I do traditional barbecue stuff. The turkeys, the hams, all that stuff. That's Thanksgiving for me. You know, and I love Thanksgiving too. It's our Super Bowl for fat people. I love it. But the Christmas time, you know, as long as you're feeding people and they're happy, they're opening presents, they're having Grinches, whatever. To me, that's all that matters. So I make a nice, pretty decent barbecue spread.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to be doing. I always do the holiday roast.
Yep.
In a spiral, but you know, with that beautiful backline sitting there now.
Oh yeah.
You know, obviously I do it on that.
But you could have something inside. You could have something on the rotisserie. Get that prime rib on the rotisserie.
Prime rib on the rotisserie, exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm just thinking.
Yep.
I'm thinking
big old salmon bone in there.
Yep.
I'm thinking of going turducken this year. I had it 1 year back in Australia, and it was actually delicious.
Really?
It was more like the rolled. Why do you all say really?
Oh, because turducken traditionally doesn't cook very well, right?
So you cheat a little, right? So you get it. I bought from Aldi in Australia. Anyway, it was pre-done and it was just ready roll, like roast, so no bone. So it was all rolled roast. Oh my God, it was perfect with stuffing. And when you cut it, there's a little bit of the duck, the turkey, the chicken, the stuffing. I was thoroughly impressed. And apparently there's a few butchers around here that do the same thing, and apparently they are delicious. Just saying, throw that on your smoker. Turducken.
I got a holiday question for you guys, and it could be Thanksgiving or Christmas, but do you stuff your birds?
No.
Do you like stuffing?
Yep.
With stuffing?
Do you stuff your birds with stuffing?
No.
No, I don't either.
No. I'll throw some apples.
Yeah,
cut
you
up
put
some
that
oranges, get some citrus in there. But, you know, just because if you put that stuffing in there, it's keeping that temperature down.
Huh.
So with the apples and oranges, it's still the airflow is in there. So you're going to get that temperature in the air moving in there, and it's going to set off the citrus notes. You know, keep some moisture in the cavity of the bird. Now, if you want to stuff it afterwards, you know, for presentation or whatever, you know, absolutely. But I think it's just more even cook. You know, without.
I'll have to pay more attention. I've done it both ways, and I don't think I've had any trouble with the stuffing of it. Other than the stuffing's always mushy.
I'm an aromatic guy, and I usually do at least 2 stuffings separately. I love stuffing.
Oh, me too. I'm still making like baked stuffing.
So at that point, CMac, it's called dressing, right?
Right.
Stuffing it.
No, exactly. But no, that's one of my favorites.
I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
We're talking about dressing.
I'm pretty sure I still call it stuffing because that's the way I put it in my face. I just stuff it right in there.
I don't even know if I'm going to do a whole turkey this year. Wait.
Whoa.
So I know.
Whoa.
See? This is the toughest thing about doing these episodes. You forget what day.
So I decided that I wasn't going to do a whole turkey this last Thanksgiving.
Last Thanksgiving.
I'm going with listen, so my family, extended family, so it's usually my wife's family comes over. I think we got about 23 people coming over this year. It's not a ton of foodies. Yet I still love, I've been, menu planning now for weeks, and I usually go with a few favorites, and then I like to try some new stuff, especially sides. But I think I might go just breast this year for that group. Me, personally, I like the dark meat, whether we're talking, with most poultry. I'm a thigh guy over breast guy all day long.
High five to that. Thank you very much.
But most of the crew that's going to be at my house for Thanksgiving, if I got nice slices of breast, that's, they're good to go. But I also take pride in my gravy in actually doing, giblet gravy, that's I can put that on bread, white meat, dark meat. I don't care, on gravy. I mean, on the
on your flip-flop.
On the dressing, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so good.
This year we did Vegas for Thanksgiving. Traditional Chinese food.
Oh yeah.
So we it's like I said, we got a blended family, so we're children free, or we were children free for Thanksgiving. So we headed out to Vegas, booked a little Chinese food for Thanksgiving dinner.
Got that Peking duck?
Yep. Do the whole shebang. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Nice. All right, boys. Like I said, we're gonna roll right with this one. But what are some of the top barbecue items on the Christmas list this year?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, if you got it on your table right there, and a little bit of Uncle Steve shake, you got to get a little pack or 2 or 12 for the fam. Get them sent out. I'll be partial to telling people to grab that the new Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Grill. Someone out there in your family, your life, needs a small little smoker and needs it on their balcony or something like that. So I'll do that. And then instant read thermometer. Like I preach that. So I do a lot of, indoor cooking too, and so everybody who will listen, I preach cooking to internal temperatures, right? Because everybody always asks me, how long does it take to do this? How long does it take to do that? Well, your cooker may be different than my cooker. Your oven's different than my oven. Get yourself an instant read, cook to internal temperatures. And, so those are kind of the 3 main things that I will be, suggesting. I always do some kind of, a Christmas video or, what you should buy the chef in your life or whatever kind of, thing. So those will be on there. A new chef's knife is always welcome for people, but you make sure you give it to them with, isn't it with like a penny or something? Like you got it's an old superstition. When you give somebody a knife, you got to give them a penny or a certain way of doing it. Maybe someone in the chat could put in there.
Look into that one.
Yeah,
because if you give the knife incorrectly or without the whoop-de-doo or whatever, you're severing your relationship.
Interesting.
Present it a certain way, and for the life of me, I can't remember. It's like when you give somebody a wallet, you got to make sure you put $1 in there, a penny in there. You don't want to give an empty wallet to somebody. So anybody in the chat, maybe they can throw it out there or comment down below. The old tradition with giving a knife a certain way of doing it. So
interesting.
How about you? What's on the list?
So, I just got a good toy the other day. So, one of the things that I would recommend for my Big Green Egg folks to keep an eye on. So, when I was at Eggtoberfest in October,
repping the shirt. Yep.
Big Green Egg had a couple of their new rotisseries there. And some of the boys were cooking some picanha, some tenderloins, a bunch of stuff on the rotisserie, which has been something that people have been waiting for a long time in the Big Green Egg community. And I was just sent mine, second week of November, and it's legit. It's legit, and it's funny. I had never cooked. I had always wanted to cook on a rotisserie. Never cooked on a rotisserie. And one of the first things that I wanted to do when I got my first Artiflame was to get the rotisserie attachment, and fell in love with it. It's just, it's super easy, but man, I'll tell you, there's something about just the, whether it's a prime rib roast or a turkey. I did, in fact, I think that year that I got that, I did both a turkey for Thanksgiving and a prime rib roast for Christmas on the Artiflame rotisserie. Just so good. And so I got it, and I had a chicken ready. I got my UPS warning that I was getting a package for Big Green Egg. I figured that's what it was. And so I had a yard bird all ready, little Uncle Steve Shake competition bird powder all ready in the fridge. My guy dropped it up. I fired it up. So for Big Green Egg folks, love that. Look for the rotisserie. But I'm with CJ. Seasonings, and Uncle Steve's always got his holiday box, and you can't go wrong with an instant read thermometer. It's I've got one in the kitchen. I've got one in my travel box for comps. I've got one back on the deck, and you don't go anywhere without them. How about you?
Honestly, with me on the top of my list right now,
stripper pole for your new
and a cup holder.
Yeah.
Max just gives out stacks of dollar bills for when he takes the family to the strip club.
That's right, baby. Make it rain. No, what's on the top of my list? An easy up tent.
Oh,
is on the top of the list. She asked me a couple of weeks ago. It's like, yo, what do you want for Christmas? I go, I thought I wasn't allowed Christmas because of Miss Mary sitting in the garage. She goes, yeah, well, that covers the birthdays and Christmas for the next couple of years anyway. I go, so why are we having this conversation? I already told you right now I'm good with it. She goes, no, there's got to be something. You know, what do you need for the comps? I go, well, first off, the top thing is the tent. I need the pop-up tent to ease you up because I ain't going to sit there and fiddle fuck around trying to get all the corners in. And I also need, and I still can't believe I don't have one, a slicer, a knife. Like the brisket knife, the slicer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Don't have one.
Really?
Don't have one. Huh. I use basically the big chef knives.
Yeah.
Still. But yeah, so those are the two on the top of my list. But for everybody else looking, open the cabinets. Obviously, Uncle Steve's, you know, gloves, all that. But with seasonings, see what they don't have. Hit up your local grocery store. I know Walmart carries some Cosmos now, Malcolm Reed's, Heath Riles. You know, see what they don't have. Or your local hardware store, Ace Hardware, you know, True Value. They all have a barbecue section. Get something they don't have and throw that.
Max, what season, like say you had to get 3, and not necessarily like Uncle Steve's or anybody's, but the flavor profiles, what 3 would you suggest you give to somebody? This flavor profile for the beginner with starting with the barbecue.
A flavor profile, honestly, obviously, you know, the Uncle Steve's because he has the gauntlet covered. Right. King Louie's Meat Apostles has an incredible line.
Max, I think I'm talking more like an SPG would be one of them.
Oh,
yeah, basic like starters,
like basic rubs, not name brands.
You go with an SPG, so salt, pepper, garlic.
Right.
Then literally go with something on the sweeter end because you can do pork and poultry with that. Then something more on the savory end, a little higher pepper note to cover the beef aspects. So those 3 right there, a salt, pepper, garlic, a sweet, and a savory. And that'll cover the entire gamut because you can intertwine the...
Like I said, you can mix and match.
You can mix and match them too.
And you got to think, too, that it's not just applying to outdoor barbecue, too. Like, you take a little salt, pepper, garlic on some fried potatoes, you got something magical right there. Right?
Absolutely.
So, that's it, boys.
I know we're on the Pit Life BBQ, but you got to think, you know, barbecue, indoors, you know, they got to come together sometimes, right?
That's it, man. So, brother...
Oh.
Well, that was a sign.
Yeah.
Order Uncle Steve's shake now.
Gotta get it now before they all fall out.
We just had an earthquake.
Shit. But man, brother.
Here, let me shake my table. Earthquake.
No.
Thank you so much for jumping in, brother. I appreciate it. And yeah, put me down. I'm down on the 30th for that all day live.
That'll be fun.
That'll be a blast. You know, I'm out, but cheers, brother. Merry Christmas.
Yes. Merry Christmas to you and your family,
brother. Give Elisa and the kids my love.
Same with the fam.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Give them all my love, okay, guys?
Will do, brother. Thank you so much. Awesome, brother. Good. Woo! 1 week to go. Yeah. Remember, folks, 11 shoplifting days left. Mm-hmm. You know, so they got 1 more week. And
mix
Christmas
yourself
week.
up some Grinches.
Go
shopping.
That's right.
Shopping is always better if you got a couple drinks in you.
Oh,
right, Chris?
You need to.
They definitely make a lot more. They take a lot more of my money.
That's right. Here, take my card.
Take the card.
That jewelry made out of macaroni looks incredible. I'll take everything you've got. I'm so bad at this.
That's fine. Well, that's it for this week, folks. Thank you for joining us. Catch the audio wherever podcasts are found. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Have all our episodes right at your fingertips. Social media, find all the links down below. Questions and comments, please send them to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. Like always, subscribe, like, rate, and review. I got to eat my cherry. Hunky, sir? And on that note, till next week,
keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21, Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.